Hello there, this is Morag from Live, Laugh, Breathe, and today I'm going to take you on a journey into your imagination. We're going to visit a Scottish Loch, and at the moment many people are really missing getting out to the countryside, into nature and the fresh air, especially people who live in towns and can't easily get away from the city. So I thought today that I would take you to Loch Lomond, which is a beautiful loch just to the north of Glasgow. So before we start, just take some time to create a nice relaxing space for yourself. You might want to light a candle, put some lavender oil in your diffuser, close the curtains, get some pillows and blankets ready just so as you can sink back and really relax. And you might also want to listen through headphones to drown out any background noises that might disturb you. And that allows you to become really immersed in the experience. So sit back and start by just focusing on your breathing. Let's take some nice long deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. So we're going to breathe in and then out through the mouth. Breathing in peace and calm. And breathing out any tension or any worries that you might be holding on to. And just for just now, just put all these worries to one side. Everything that needs your attention today, it will still be there when you finish. But just at the moment, you can forget about it for 10 minutes and just focus on relaxing and discovering a feeling of peace. But just for the moment, focusing on relaxing and letting go every time you exhale. So just spend another minute or so just focusing on your breathing. Breathing in and letting go. Each exhale allows you to relax a little bit more and to let go of a little bit more tension. You're now going to take yourself off to the countryside. And it's a time when we're able to move around freely again. And we head towards Loch Lomond, to a little secluded bay on the west side of the loch. It's such a peaceful, tranquil place, undiscovered by the hordes of visitors that usually flock to the loch. This is your little secret bay. And you step out the car, and the first thing you do is take some nice deep breaths of that lovely fresh air. It feels so peaceful and so invigorating. You feel your lungs expanding as they're filled with lovely fresh air. And as you breathe in, you take in all the smells that are around about you. At this time of year, the gorse is in bloom, and it fills the air with a lovely smell of coconut. There's a lovely breeze coming off the water, which smells so fresh. There are bluebells in the wood, and other spring flowers, wood anemones. And the trees are covered in a lovely fresh new green, that fresh green of spring. Everything looks so new and so fresh and so peaceful. And you turn your attention to the sounds that are around you. The birds are singing, the blackbirds, thrushes, robins, and even a cuckoo chants quietly in the background. You can hear the wind in the trees, that gentle breeze. And from the other side of the water, We hear the very distant sounds of children playing, just far off in the distance. At the side of the loch, the waves are very gently lapping on the shore. A restful, continuous sound that makes you feel so peaceful and so relaxed. And you take the time now to release any worries, any disturbing thoughts, any sadness that you may be feeling. Allow these feelings to be released, to be washed away. Whatever has happened to you already today, just allow yourself to let it go. Sometimes we hold on to really trivial little things and they get magnified out of all proportion. But just remember that in retrospect, whatever has been upsetting us is going to seem so small and insignificant in the bigger picture of the world. So we just allow it to fade away. And we turn our attention to the whole vista in front of us. The loch, the mountains, the fields. In the fields you can see spring lambs playing happily, running around. The other side of the water, Ben Lomond, is towering over the loch, and the loch is so calm that you can see the mountain reflected in the water. You look up, admiring its magnificence. It's so clear. There are only a few puffy clouds in the sky, and the sky is a lovely blue colour. In the distance, a little boat chugs its way up the loch, leaving a wake behind it, and these little waves gradually reach the shore, breaking on the beach. And then you decide that you're going to take your shoes and socks off, and you wander down to the beach and stand in the water, soaking your feet. At first it feels quite cold, but you quickly get used to it and you really enjoy that lovely, fresh, invigorating feeling of the waves washing over your ankles. It feels so refreshing and so relaxing, just standing here, looking across the loch, so peaceful. And you spend a couple of moments just taking in this scene with all your different senses, bringing it alive in your mind. And as you stand here, just realise that you can control your thoughts, and by letting go all your negative thoughts that often take over your mind, you can make room in your heart and your mind for positive things, for new positive thoughts. Life is all about creating what we want and choosing good thoughts that make us feel good. And when we focus on the positive, we get more positive experiences. Even when times can be really challenging, like just now, and when our life can be really restricted, we can choose our focus. We can choose to take ourselves off to these lovely places in our mind. We can spend time looking through old family photographs. We can use our imagination to travel to familiar places. And we can think of happy memories. We can even make plans for the future when we're going to be able to do all these things that we enjoy again. And just remembering that Scotland is such a beautiful country, and it's still going to be there for us in a few months' time. We're still going to be able to explore and return to our favourite places. And as we release our stress and worry, we can make peace with ourselves, make peace with the amazing person that we truly are, nurturing ourselves with loving thoughts, releasing any negative images or ideas about ourselves. We have a choice in what we believe about ourselves, but when we do think positive things about ourselves, we're nurturing ourselves, we're loving ourselves, we're becoming more accepting. And when we accept ourselves and we feel good about ourselves, then we've got more time and more energy to pass on that joyful feeling to other people. When we accept ourselves, we can be more accepting of others as well. So taking a deep breath and allowing all these good feelings that we've created to fill up our hearts and our minds. Making a promise to ourselves that every day we're going to spend some time finding a place of peace, thinking positive and joyful thoughts. And we suddenly become aware that the sun is starting to set and the day is drawing to a close. The sky starts to turn yellow, and then orange, and finally a fiery red as the sun disappears behind the mountains. And we realise that it's time to return home, to leave this beautiful place behind. But we take with us the feeling of deep peace and knowing that we can return to this place in our mind at any time we want. So we gradually walk back to the car and start to return back to the present moment. Feeling yourself fully present again in your body. Having a little bit of a stretch. Maybe a yawn. And just slowly opening your eyes again. Taking some moments just to come back to the room. Gradually becoming present again. Maybe take some sips of water before you return to your daily tasks.